Okay! Heyo everybody, I'm Nick and welcome to what could possibly be the final live stream of Pokemon Emerald until I decide to do the Battle Frontier anyway. I say that because we have 2 level up evolutions left and then everything else isn't that bad to do. So there's just a run or 2 left of this, and then we're pretty much done. So let's go! Ah, 10 Pokemon left. It feels so good. Let's get this done. I knew these level up evolutions were going to be the bulk of the work. Of course, there is one point of RNG that can stand in my way. And that's whenever I get a modest Feebas. So we're just gonna have to bear down for that. But that'll be the last thing I do breeding for. Because how it's gonna work is we're gonna get these last 2 level up evolutions. We're gonna do the trading next. And then we're gonna do all the rest of the breeding after that. You don't need a prep move for high jump kick. If this was Cacnea, you would have already evolved, but you're not, so... Little more to go. That's not hard. We've got, like, what, 2 or 3 runs left of the Elite Four? That's nothing. That's nothing compared to all the suffering I did before. We're gonna be fine. I'm a dummy. Just mash A. That's all you need to do. For now, we just gotta keep going like I've always been. No getting impatient. I think for this one, I'm gonna give the levels to Cacnea, and then we'll give Drake's experience to Metatite. Let's go! Sure. Why not? Oops. I get this gut feeling you're gonna gain 2 levels from Drake. Well, let's see how it does after this. I have to do at least one more run anyway. So that part doesn't matter that much. There we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Just one more after this. And then I get to see how many total runs of the Elite Four I did. Once I do this one more time. Come on, brain, you can work. Cacnea is probably gonna gain like 3 or 4 levels or something. If I had to place a bet. Just get Needle Arm already. Oh, hey there! You're watching the second to last Pokemon League run I gotta do. Yeah, I sees ya. Hello, how's ya doing? Oh boy, don't tell me. No, that's all where it should be. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be the champions for the umpteenth time. Because I'm not doing this to be a champion. I'm doing this to complete my Pokédex. And we only have to do this one more time. We have 9 Pokemon to go. We're almost there. I'm so excited to get this done. Luckily, you can catch up on stuff if you have time, because all the VODs are here on YouTube, ready to watch. But believe me when I say a good number of those streams are just me going through the Pokemon League again and again and again. Because I need experience points. And why do I have to do that? So my Pokemon can evolve, because what I'm doing is just slapping an experience share, and this was the easiest way I could think of to get all of the evolutions to complete the regional decks of Hoenn. Because there's a reward for that. You know what we can do? Swampert! Good old buddy, good old pal, get over here. That's just in case Cacnea finishes, the experience it needs to level up. Oh, when I'm done with this Elite Four run, yes! Yes, I have caught a shiny in this game. In fact, I caught it so long ago. During the main story run of the game. Because I was backtracking to catch a Pokemon in Granite Cave. And it just happened. I got really lucky. But anywho, after I get to showing you that, we're going to be doing some link trades next, because I have Pokemon that are that I'm required to trade in order to evolve, and then I have to send them back. But I have a trusty Game Boy Advance here right next to me to get that going. And specifically, I'm trading with the Fire Red cartridge so I can use the wireless adapters. So I don't have to have a cable going, even though I could totally do that. Alright, you can have this one. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through this as quick as I can, so if you're able to stick around for 10 to 15 minutes, I can do that. I just need to make sure that I am mashing through all of this as quickly as I can. Yeah, basically, the land and the water are mad at each other. And then a snake dragon from the sky comes down and goes, "Stop it! Get some help!" And then they're both like, and go to sleep. Yeah. The TLDR of the main legendaries of this game. And then we have Golem Twins. Or not twins. The Eon Twins. But I got the both of them already. Thanks so much! Sometimes I end up going silent just because it's like not really a whole lot's going on, and then I'm like, focus mode. But I don't really need to focus all that much for this, because all I just have to do is mash Surf. And the reason I picked Kyogre to do this to begin with, it was the spread of moves I have just allow me to roll the Elite Four as quickly as possible. And I happen to get a modest nature Kyogre, so its special attacks hit harder. And I'm like, well, this is an easy choice. I already beat the game fairly. Now I'm going to be as unfair as possible to try and get this tedium over as quickly as possible. At least that was my logic behind it. But that's not all. Before I started this grind, I decided to EV train it in special attack and speed, so the EVs I would be getting off the Elite Four, I wouldn't have a bad Kyogre to be working with. Which helps because one of the Elite Four's Kingdra has Swift Swim, so it would double its speed in the rain I set up. Because I exist. And because this is before Generation 6, it's permanent rain. Until another weather condition gets set over it. Alright, just 2 more levels for Cacnea, and we are done with level up evolutions. Well, technically I need to level up a Feebas, but that's gonna be the last thing I take care of. My favorite starter... Oh, that's gonna be a tough choice. Because there's quite a few I really like. Oh. Because in general, my favorite Pokemon is not a starter. Totodile. The favorite pick for Johto speedruns of both regions. I do like Mudkip a lot, personally. Even though it's not the best, I did always like Turtwig, just because, Land Turtle. Also Bonsai Tree. But my favorite Pokemon overall is Volcarona. My days? I'm doing alright. I got a better night's sleep compared to yesterday's stream, that's for sure. But I had some lunch before I started. So yeah, things are going A-okay. We're just gonna get these last few levels, and then we're just gonna keep going. Oh, I just stayed up later than I should. Because I was watching a friend of mine stream Persona 3 Reload, and I stayed up to watch him beat the game. I'm like, oh, it's 1 a.m. now. I have to be up at 7:45 in the morning. This is my mistake. That's my choice, though. But I managed to get through the day A-okay. And I did manage to also get through stream A-okay. And that's what matters. Ah, got it. Gotcha. Different part of the world. Yeah, I've had a fair few different folks from all over join in my chat from time to time. Which is now I get to make the comment, it's a small world after all. Oh, holy cow, you get spikes. Ah, school stuff, I gotcha. Over here, I had a friend who just finished his school finals. So that was a grind. Alright, that's the last of these. I had basically over a box of these level up evolutions I had to do. But it's done! Booyah! Alright. Just so the experience doesn't go completely to waste. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Because I might have a use for my starter Swampert later. Specifically on my own time. And it just doesn't feel right to waste EXP after I've done this for so long. So we'll just do this. And luckily this is the one battle where I'm just like, click Ice Beam to win. There have been moments, though, where this Shelgon does not click Protect turn 1. And it just tried to double protect me. That's rude. You thought you could get that 50% chance? Well, no. No, you don't. But at this point, this is that was the biggest roadblock. The origin of that amazing drawing? Would you be willing to give me context on that one? Unless you're talking about the PNG you see on screen. I made that. I actually drew this on a piece of paper and scanned it in, did some color corrections, made a second PNG with, put a mouth on it, and boom, done. I can actually make this sort of thing fairly quickly. But yeah, for the most part, I only really did digital touch-ups on this. This actually exists on a physical sheet of paper here in my office. Because I thought about it, it's like, I want to do this myself, and I did. Because I'm actually less skilled with digital art than I am with physical art. But that's just me personally. Mostly just because I've kind of split myself multiple ways. Like, I'm learning how to do good game capture. I also designed all of the, like, the chat box there, the background behind me, and the logo that's in front of me right there. I also made all of those. And I also made the stinger animation whenever I switch to another scene as well. And then I also know how to... I have some amount of video editing skills too. So I'm a little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing, where I'm just kind of learning multiple things at once. I've been doing less videos at the moment because I'm actually getting ready to do a refresh on my art assets here. This background and this logo won't be going away, but I will be using a new PNG, and I want to look into different chat message displays. Just a fair warning, I have over 10 years of content on this channel because I've been around a while. My videos are mostly like Let's Play contents, and I'll probably talk a little with a different kind of cadence compared to how I usually do things here on stream. Usually I'm a little more relaxed and laid back. And then I also talk with friends too. Yeah, I made this channel a long time ago. But it's like, whenever I have new content ideas, I've just kept the channel around. I had a big rebranding of all my art assets and stuff back in 2017, just because that was a rough... Yeah, I'm not exactly that young, to put it that way. I've got a 10-year-old son, to put things in perspective. Although, also as a warning, as you keep going back in content, like, my audio quality is gonna get worse, so just a warning. But that's just how things go with old content. It's not. I'm not gonna actually. I'm not gonna say my son's name on stream, just for his own sake. Sorry about that. But someday I'll talk more about him. But right now he's in school. And it's because he's in school I can do live streaming like this. I will also say, though, that among the more recent videos I've done, what I've done is, in my own bedroom, I have a CRT TV and a VHS player that I'm able to record footage onto. I then take those tapes, I bring the player in here, and then I record the tapes that I made, and I use that as video footage. And those are more heavily edited content. And that's probably some of the work I'm the most proud on, personally. And let's just say the more irritated I am at something in editing, let's just say the funnier things get. But I have a regular co-host that I do Let's Plays with as well. In fact, we're actually almost at the end of a game here. We're almost done recording Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So, keep an eye out for those final episodes coming really soon. We will eventually play the sequel to that game. So, keep an eye out for that. And then I also have a collaboration channel with a bunch of friends of mine that we call the Sunday Game Nights. We've had that channel around for several years, too. And it's just... most of the time, it's just the four of us on a couch. And then there's also the occasions we have to do things online because sometimes we can't always meet up in person. But that's just how things go, sometimes. Oh! Yes, yes, yes! The moment you've been waiting for! Which one is it? Okay, that's the normal one. Shiny Makuhita! With probably the worst possible nature. Yeah. Sorry to have kept you waiting on that one. Thank you for staying on until I got to here. It is really cool, especially because of how insanely dumb it is to find shinies in Generation 3. On my Fire Red cartridge, I actually have a shiny Butterfree as well. So, if you... Hang on a minute. I need to rearrange my party at this point to start doing trade evolutions. So, please excuse me on that one. No, one more. Ah, shiny green plant. Shiny green plant. I think Oddish are green when they're shiny. I have to look it up. If you can remember what game the shinies are from, that would help out a lot, actually. Oddish! Yep. That's it. Perfect, we got it. Alright. I'm just gonna make sure to drop a quick save right here because I get paranoid about this stuff. And let's see if this catches on the mic. Looks like it did. But yeah, we're gonna get the link trade started here real quick. So give me a moment to fumble around on this Game Boy Advance so we can do that. Alright, things are all set, so let's do this. I would like to enter the trade center, please. But if you gotta go, I don't blame you. But you're welcome to stick around as long as you want. Alright. Let's get these trade evolutions done. As I said, stick around as much as you like. What we're doing now is we are going to be trading with another cartridge of mine. Because we have a bunch of trade evolutions we need to get done and over with. So we need to make this Graveler a Golem and trade it back to get the page for this one. Technically, the DS Pokemon games weren't the first one to do wireless trades. We had this all the way back with Fire Red and Leaf Green. Of course, I need to have an adapter for this one. Unfortunately, we won't see the Golem evolve on screen. Unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to wait for the Golem to evolve on my Game Boy Advance here, and then we'll send it back. Alright, the Golem is ready. Alright, now the games are saving. Yeah. But that's a way to appeal to kids, so there's that. Alright, then we send this back. So I can get the Dex entry for this. And then there's the 2 different Clamperl evolutions. Goodness gracious. Like, yeah, the Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Scale tell you what they do for Clamperl. Nobody in the entire game has a Gorbis or Huntail to show you that, oh, they exist and they're next to Clamperl in the Pokedex. But I've got the necessary items, so I'm kind of manipulating things with one hand here, so apology if things were a little slower. Okay, here we go. Trading away. Trading away. Alright, Clamperl is evolving on the Game Boy Advance. Oh, the tastiest Pokemon? I'll be honest, that's not something I've put a lot of thought into. What would be the most delicious Pokemon? Well, I think a lot of that would have to end up being personal preference, right? Because it depends if you eat meat or not. I'm not sure how I would answer this, because it's strictly because it's not something I put a lot of thought into. I do know more that there are things that are inedible. Like, who would want to eat a rock anyway, unless you're a Goron from The Legend of Zelda? It's no big deal. But it's just not something I put a lot of thought into, so don't expect an answer. My favorite generation is 5, followed by 3. That's easy. This is actually wrong. That is the wrong thing. Trade the other Clamperl, please. There we go. Thank you very much, game. But yeah, I highly doubt anything is gonna overtop Generation 5 being my favorite games of all time. In Pokemon, anyway. My actual favorite game of all time is Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. Less an edgy teenager, more I played the Genesis games when they were new. Because I didn't really play a whole lot of Sonic after Sonic Heroes, specifically. Hang on, just trading these back. And if anything, only recently I've gotten to actually experience, like, Sonic 06. Which is actually something I should get back to at some point. And then I did play Sonic Colors and Generations. I haven't played Unleashed yet. But that is something I will change soon enough. But I've at least kept an eye on the Sonic franchise to be like, what the hell is going on? Alright, last one. We gotta evolve this Machoke. Let's do it. But back to Pokemon real quick. Part of why Gen 5 is my favorite is... So... Black and White 1 were the last games I got before I got into the relationship with my now ex. And we played Black and White 2 together. And in addition to it just being a fantastic game, I had a whole bunch of fun playing with her specifically. So that's part of why it's my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Of course, we broke up in 2017, and that's just how things have been ever since. Oh, gotta push the button to make sure these games save. So there's my TLDR. Alright, let's send this back over. Hang on a minute. If I'm looking at things correctly, I've just hit 300 subscribers. Hell yeah! I've been wanting to get to that number for a while now. And we did it! That's certainly an exciting revelation. $300! I'm gonna have to make sure I get a snapshot of that. Oh my god. We did it! 300! We're gonna have to do a celebration stream tomorrow for that one. Alright, so I don't have to touch that now. I'll do some trading later. Oh, that's so exciting. The trading is done, and then there's the realization of we're at 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for clicking the subscribe button. I hope to do my best to be able to keep providing entertainment for y'all. Because I just think it's fun to be able to play games and stuff. Be able to, you know, talk about our experiences and even find new experiences at that. So I hope y'all be able to stick around. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, you just missed me just freaking out that I just hit 300 subscribers. Anyway, what we're doing now is we're getting the babies out of the way. Because these are the final 3 we need to do. So, we need an Igglybuff from Wigglytuff. We need to get a Pikachu from Pikachu. And then we also need to, Oh, yeah! I'm sorry. Yeah. I just hit 300 subscribers. I just checked. And I was just having a big ol' thank you everybody for subscribing sort of thing. But I just figured it out now, and I'm gonna take after this to try and figure out what I can do to celebrate that. because I am so ecstatic. Seriously, thank you so much for that. I just want to do the best I can to be able to entertain y'all. Not much more to it than that. Unfortunately, most of the rest of these streams are going to be me cycling back and forth, but luckily, Emerald is the first Pokemon game to introduce Magma Armor, reducing the amount of steps you need to hatch an egg. Well, Magma Armor and Flame Body, specifically, they both do it. Alright, Pichu Egg. I want it. Thank you. Yes, I will take my Pikachu back. The Ducati needs to stay for now, because we have one more egg to do. We can put this Pikachu in the Dunzo box. Okay, I already gave you the Sea Incense. Awesome. So now we can go get Azurill. Alright. You won't give me Azurill unless you're holding the Sea Incense, which I have already taken care of. Let's do this! And then we're gonna, after we get the Azurill egg, we have one more round of breeding to do, because I want to get a modest Feebas. Just because it'll give me more beauty points when I give it Pokeblocks. I've already made the Pokeblocks. I did those on stream before. So all we gotta do, once we get the modest one, is we give it all the blocks I have to see if it hits max beauty, and then we level it up once. Oh, I would be laughing hysterically if it was a shiny. But we're just here for the dex entries. The shiny is that little cherry on top. Now, if I was able to get a shiny reward for completing my Pokedex, that would be the most hilarious thing. Oh! One of the eggs is already hatching. Let's go! Nope, that's just a normal Igglybuff. But that's a Pokedex entry. And that's what matters to me. That's right, we do have another one to hatch. But yeah, we're gonna be breaking eggs like it's crazy. You know, I would love a shiny Feebas, because shiny Milotic is really cool. Hang on a minute. Okay. It's just gonna take a while to get an egg. That's all. I made sure everything was correct. I believe it also does, but I think he needs to be off screen in order for him to walk forward. Anyway, Pichu! I'm just so used to going back and forth for years. Oh! Talk about timing! Let's go! Alright, now we can go and grab you two out. Alright. Now, for the final Pokemon. Let's make a modest Phoebus. It's just gonna take a while. We have our Azure egg. That's all you really need to know for now. Alright. And for what it matters to me, Azumarill can just hold on to that. Alright, we have a female Feebas and a male Feebas. Let's make some more Feebas, shall we? Yes, go ahead and raise my Feebas. Alright. We are going for modest here. Let's do it. So for now, we're just gonna hatch the Azurill egg. And in the meantime, we're gonna try and get as many Phoebus eggs as we can. Because I can't farm eggs, we're just gonna have to do what we can to get the right nature. So we're just playing with random numbers, hatching whatever we can. And while I prefer modest, it just needs to be a nature that really has dry as its favorite flavor. So I can get extra beauty points. Because the Phoebus evolution method is incredibly stupid. But this is why it got a new item later, where you just attach it to it, and I believe you trade it to evolve it while it's holding this new item. I'm blanking on the name of it at the moment. We've had it for a while now, because we don't have beauty stats in, you know, most of Generation 5 onward. See, yeah, that's a little awkward. This Azurill egg sure is taking its sweet time to hatch. In fact, this is my third egg. Let's just check on it real quick. Oh, it's almost ready. Convenient. When it'll hatch, nobody knows. Because they will never give us a step counter until it hatches externally. It's only internally that it knows when it'll hatch. No Gen 5 remake yet, but the latest DLC for Scarlet and Violet, that takes place technically in the Hoenn region. Alright, we can put this Azurill away now. And we can just focus on Phoebus eggs. Alright, we got the babies! Because as of right now, we have another Pokemon Legends game coming. I think I like the Mach Bike more personally because I'll be simple. Speed go brrr. But I don't dislike the Acrobike either, though. I just like the Mach Bike more personally. God, I wish this was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where I could just cycle straight in a circle without having to move my direction at all. That was fun. It was nice not having to be able to think and hatch eggs. Alright, I will take my 5th egg, please. Thank you. Alright, where's the first one at? Oh, it's not even done yet. Oh, no. So if he has another egg, we're gonna have to wait to pick it up. Because my party is full. Because for whatever reason, we don't have convenience features like putting an egg instantly in the box. We had it for Gen 1. But then most of the gens onward until later, like Generation 7 actually, gave us convenience features like that. Why, Game Freak? Why? Ugh. But if you think this is a lot of eggs, this is nothing compared to my Scarlet egg hatching sessions. Those were crazy. Alright, first Phoebus. No. Alright, what nature are you? Lonely. That is not what I'm looking for, so... we're gonna go ahead and, do this. Oh yeah, by the way, this is back when eggs gave you a level 5 Pokemon instead of a level 1 Pokemon. See, I'll take the next egg, please, thank you. Because oftentimes in my Scarlet and Violet sessions for eggs, I would often make like over 1.5 boxes per sandwich I eat. Oh yeah, this is back when Pikachu's design tended to be more fat. Because, Gigantamax Pikachu, that's a reference to how Pikachu was designed back in the day. Yeah, Pikachu's a lot more lean nowadays. Alright, which one are you? Hardy, you ain't it either. But the rest of the stream is just gonna be this. We're just gonna see if we can get that modest. There are more eggs down the line. So I'll claim another one. And we just keep going. This grind is nothing compared to the Pokemon League grind I was... Actually, speaking of the League, next time I go to the PC, let's check and see how many runs I did through it. I did a lot. I decided I was determined ever since I tried to get a C-Dot back on, like, Route 103, or whichever the route to the left of that one little town was. North of Little Root. Oops. Anyway, C-Dot has a 1% chance of appearing in the grass. which is much harder than trying to find a Ralts. And I went a little insane trying to find one that way. So I like to think my patience has been steeled ever since the beginning of this run. Alright. Nature check! Hasty! Not good enough. Alright. I don't know why, but I feel like doing this. We're so close. Alright, first, we evict this Feebas from our system, because otherwise you're going to clog things up. I did 46 runs through the Pokemon League. Holy cow. Woo-hoo! Damn, son, where'd you find this? 46 runs. I could do another 46 easy. I have been steeled. I have been forged. And yet there were grinds I chose to cheat out on, like throwing a Master Ball at Kyogre and using a Dragon Scale from another game to evolve a Seadra into a Kingdra. But I think aside from those two, I think my patience has been pretty steeled. Oh, and I guess I also threw a Master Ball at Latios because I decided, nope, it was enough of a struggle trying to find you. I am not dealing with that nonsense. Lax is not gonna cut it. I need as many beauty points as I can physically get. But we have plenty of time to do that. There we go. Let's go collect that egg and just keep going. Man, they really made that Pikachu sprite chunky, now that you've pointed it out. Lives if it's fed, dies if you give it a drink. Just tell me. I'm putting too much thought into this. And I need to conserve brain power for concentration. But I'm assuming a fire, because you can feed a fire with logs. And if you give it a drink with water, you put it out. At least that's my logic behind it. Oh, hey! Come on, fingers. Brain, work correctly. Hit the right buttons. Thank you. Oh boy. This is gonna be like those Mega Man Legends 2 quiz questions. Oh my god. I am not prepared for that. I am not prepared. Oh no. And those had, like, relevant questions in the 2000s. Oh, no. And also let that be a moment of, I can feel my age crawl down my spine. Because in the year 2000, I was 11 years old. Alright, next egg! Where we at? Where we at here? Phoebus! And by the way, the hunt for the original Phoebuses that I got took me like 45 minutes. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Actually, I need to actually start the joke. Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Airplane was a funny movie. Oh god, math? Ah, I didn't have a piece of paper to write this down. Oh, trying to do math problems on stream like this. Oh dear. Yes, I want the egg. Alright. Alright. Because I've done these problems before. It's just been a while. Because this is just a solve for X kind of thing. Ah! This is why I hated word problems. Oh, unrusting the brain. So, 450 miles in 6 hours. How many miles per hour? That's what we need to solve for. Yeah, that sounds about right. You'd have to be driving 75 miles per hour. It's a simple division problem. I mean, that's like freeway speeds here. Bashful. Not what I was looking for. Oh, chemistry? Oh. I'm probably gonna flub that one. I did more math classes than I did chemistry classes. I'll tell you this right now. I at least got up to trigonometry in math. It's just been too long since I last went to school. But for math, for that particular problem, I was like, oh, usually I do better when I have like a piece of paper in front of me and I can physically write it out. Okay. Can't guarantee I can give you the answer, but I'll give it the good old college try. Okay. Next egg. Let's do this. Next egg. Impish. Hang on a minute. Because I might just settle. Pokémon Gen 3 favorite flavors. Okay. If I remember correctly, Impish wasn't it. Oh, come on. I'm trying to read something here so I can make sure I have the correct information. Yeah, Impish is not it. Is not it. Ah, jeez. Well, take your time. It's no sweat. I'll be here up until 1 a.m. my time, which is about another hour and a half? But if you need to get some rest before then, don't sweat it. It's all cool. Thank you for being here. Alright, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Alright. Go for it. Just do it. As I said, no guarantee I'll be able to answer it right. Timid. I'm just gonna keep you for now because timid is a good nature for you. But it's not what I need. Because until I fix one of my game's batteries... what substance absorbs carbon dioxide in photosynthesis? I'm pretty sure plants do that. Because leaves and stuff convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. Because as humans breathe, we convert oxygen and then exhale carbon dioxide. If I'm remembering correctly, anyway. Because when you said photosynthesis, that just gives it away. That's plants. I at least learned that as a very basic thing. I don't know if there's a more specific term you were looking for, but that's general knowledge that I've learned. Okay, we're potassium hydroxide. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Mild is not it. As far as I am aware. Oh wait, no. Mild will work. Mild will work. But what we're gonna do for now is... yeah, why not? That's the joke. Alright, we're gonna work with this and see if it happens. Just so I don't waste too much time. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna withdraw the other 2 Phoebus. We're gonna hatch the rest of the eggs. And if we get a modest out of one of them, cool. If we don't, then that's not too much skin off my back. We're looking for the Pokédex entry, and that's what matters the most. I can always play another game to get more Pokeblocks. Oh wait, I did. Ah! Come on. Let's go back to the lady. Get my Pokemon back. Yes, I will take them back. Thank you. Yes, I want it back, please. Ugh, thank you, lunch. I said, put it back in the box. Alright, then we're gonna hatch these last 2 eggs. Or not these last 2, these last 5. And then we're gonna save before we commit. Because I need to make sure I have enough blocks to max out its beauty stat before I have to panic and make more. Because that's one of those instances where I would really rather not. But I could make it happen if I had to. So we're just going to hatch these 5 eggs. That's the plan right now. Because... doggone it, I am finishing this Pokédex one way or another. I didn't struggle away for 50 hours for nothing. Alright, egg 1. What do we get? If any of these are modest, I'll do that one instead. Otherwise, I will live with mild. I'll just look at them all at once. I'll let them all hatch first. Oh, I love bad puns. Don't you worry about that. Believe me, I love being a punny guy. Give me that inch and I will take a mile. But I'm usually better about making puns when it's like in the moment when I'm with friends. That's just how I tend to work. Alright, egg number 2. Ooh, my legs. That's the second one. Let's just hatch the rest and see where we go from here. It's just cycling around for a bit. This is nothing. Alright. Wait, was that the two newest? What? No, I think the new eggs were right there. Okay. 2 eggs to go. 2 eggs to go. Don't worry. Slug my balls. Don't worry, I'm not below a crass. I'm not above a crass joke. I will say this, if you do go on the collab channel of mine, the Sunday Game Nights, you can see how much of a mouth I have. Don't you worry. That crass pun is nothing. Don't you worry. Alright, last egg. Let's see where we're at. And just to let you know, this isn't that wasn't the first nor the last time I will make that crass joke. Alright, let's see what we got. Naive, brave, mild again, jolly, hasty. Jolly was the worst one! Alright, mild it is. Mild it is. But we gotta pick. Alright, which one of you was mild again? There. Let's see which one of these two are better. The rest of these can go. Alright, let's compare stats real quick. This one is just better. Okay. I already have a breeding pair, so this doesn't matter too much to me. And this is all just because, why not? Alright, to the bag again. Let's give Swampert this back. Alright, we're gonna save the game before we commit any resources. Let's go. Pokeblock case. I have a whole bunch of Pokeblocks. Let's use them. On this Feebas. Happily 8. This gives me more beauty points. suck. Just took me a moment to remember. Because the red one's throw. Because the red one's the judo guy. I remember this. Alright. Getting points. Getting points. Slowly but surely. Oh, it only ate these ones? Oh boy. This better not be because they're sour. Here we go. We're just stuffing it with beauty. I believe I can actually check on the condition. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can make a little more. I'll have to use some of my chesto berries, but it's not like I can really do that much. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope YouTube's not, like, auto-modding you, because that would really suck. Alright. Well, it got the beauty stat up a lot. I don't know what maximum looks like. Alright. Guess it's back to this. I do, yes. Unfortunately, I used most of my good berries up. Oh, I have some blocks. Okay, we could use this. Oh, shoot. Just repost it. Let's see if this does anything for me. Not a very high level block, but whatever. Let's just make the rest of the blackberries. Luckily, I have more games I can use to get dry blocks when I actually decide to commit to a modest... There we go. It's not gonna matter that much, the performance, because these are just okay berries at best, and I'm playing with bad NPCs, but that's how it goes. Give me just a second, and I will go ahead and look at your chat message. We just have Milotic. That's it. We don't have anything else to do. Alright, well, these 2 blocks do it. This is the final Pokemon we have to get. Okay, I did have to do that. Alright. We can just keep eating. Well, I'm just gonna keep making some blocks. Just gotta max that beauty stat. And then give it a level. Man, I got basically no perfects that time. Oof. Still worked. Oh, I am locked in, that's for sure. We just have the one Pokemon. And that's it. And out of all of the evolutions to do in this game, this one's probably the biggest pain in the ass. By a mile. Alright. Let's go ahead and give those blocks. Because one, it's a pain to get Phoebus to begin with. Second, you have to do this mini-game to boost one of its particular stats as high. Oh, we did it! Beauty's been maxed! In fact, it can't eat any more berries. But we did it! So all we need to do now is give it the experience share. And just get it one level. And I know just where to do it, because I want to at least give it some... I'm actually going to EV train this thing, because why not? We can get easy special attack EVs over here. Because Spinda and Slugma give special attack EVs. Actually, let's save once we get the evolution. Double battle, get out of my way. And luckily, it is very easy to find Spinda and Slugma here. Basically, the only 5% chance that you don't get either of those two, it's not that bad to run from, because it's just Skarmory. Here, let's give you the worst pain of your life. Oh, what? You need another one? Well, I guess I can fix that. Fine, you also get water spouted. Let's go! Alright, level 6. We did it! Yahoo! The Pokédex is dead! Hell yeah! Oh, that's so beautiful! Screenshotting that! Booyah! There we go! 200! Also gonna screenshot that one. Oh, my throat! Oh! Let's go to Oldale Town real quick. I'm gonna deposit the Milotic for now. I'm gonna train this one up later, off screen. So we can have this as an option for... Wait, I need it. We can remove the item. I'll train this for Battle Frontier. Oh! At any point you join in, I am happy for anyone to be here. Alright. Wait. I need to exit out because I need to have a slot in my party for this one. Oh, man. That is so satisfying. Let's go claim our reward for completing the regional decks. I have really completed the Hoenn region's Pokedex. And now we get our pick of Cyndaquil, Totodile, or Chikorita. Now, you said your favorite was Totodile, right? Shall I pick Totodile? The pick doesn't really matter because I have all of the Pokemon from Colosseum I can transfer over, so let's go ahead. Since you're here, we'll pick Totodile. Yeah, they only let you get one of these starters, and that's it. You don't get to pick the other two. See? Because now they're gone. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. But I reckon there's at least one more thing we can do while we're here. But first, let's just run away from this. Because there's one other thing I have elected not to do during this entire playthrough. And I've had access to it ever since we beat the game. But I'm just gonna put this Totodile away in our boxes. Oh, that was satisfying. 27 streams for this. I think it was worth it. You know what? This time I'll give the experience to Skarmory, because why not? Alright. We're gonna once again save, because I want to get this committed. Oh, yes. I have finished my goal. So let's go celebrate with a curb stomping. Because we have a super boss we can fight. If I can actually pay attention to where I'm going. Alright. Let's use repels so we don't have to deal with the grass. I was saving this particular event for last. If you have any familiarity with Emerald, you may have noticed that the Ruby and Sapphire gym leader was the champion of this game. But what happened to the champion of Ruby and Sapphire? Yeah, we're gonna go fight Steven. But first I need to renew our repel because... Thanks, game. Yeah, he's just sitting here. Yup. Yeah, they made him 20 levels higher than his champion fight in Ruby and Sapphire. I didn't say this fight was gonna be fair at all. I went through pain. So now I'm going to inflict it back on the game. I didn't say this was gonna be a fair fight at all. I played the rest of the game fair. This is just my little victory lap. It's raining. There's water everywhere. Because this whole region got memed to 7.8 out of 10, too much water, because of the remakes. Thanks, IGN. So I'm gonna 7.8 out of 10 all over Steven. And really anything else that was in my way. It is done. It is done. Yup. Also, just to show it off. Oh yeah, I got another star on my trainer card because I completed the regional decks. I forgot. Anyway, I was originally going to show off I capped my money. So yeah, I've managed to get 2 stars on my trainer card. I believe outside of Mythicals, completing the National Dex gives me another star. Along with getting all of the symbols in my, Frontier Pat, in my Frontier case. Or whatever they called it. Oh, I can't even see what the item is called here. Oops. Yeah, my Frontier Pass. Oh, man. This journey's been so worth it. What could I do to celebrate? Let me check something real quick here. I want to check my Fire Red game real quick. Oh, pushing the wrong button! Yup. We were just loaded in a truck because they didn't have another seat. Oh, I did use my Master Ball here. Shoot. I think I have another Master Ball somewhere. Because I was going to go catch a roaming legendary that was in my Fire Red game. But I think that might have to wait till a little bit later. Because I have a Master Ball in my Pokemon Coliseum game, and I've finished catching everything there. So I can just use that. Yeah, I can do that. I have basically like another 50 minutes before I end the stream. How do we celebrate this accomplishment? I think I want to do training off screen, personally. This was certainly a journey, that's for sure. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what else I think I want to do right now. Hang on just a minute. I have some ideas here. Actually, if I'm going to be doing that, I don't want to change scenes right now. You know what? I think I want to have a moment just to decompress from this victory. And I think I just want to take some time to cool down and just be like, we have achieved victory. And truth be told, I have no idea what else to do at the moment. I guess while you're here, here's what we'll do. Let's make sure I save the game. We're gonna swap over to my Fire Red cartridge real quick. Hang tight. We don't need a trade. Actually, no, that's fine. Let's move this over. And then for this, I need to hold the reset button. Eject the cartridge. And put a different one in. Let's remove this for a moment just to make sure I've got it in right. There. Then I'll put the wireless adapter back in. Just excuse me here. There we go. Game has been swapped. Because I figure, at the very least, before I decide to leave. So this is the Fire Red game I've been trading with. The double save. Oh, believe me, I've done that. So I'm gonna be trading some stuff over, but that's not why I wanted to show you this. Very early on in this save file's life, I found a shiny Caterpie. Yeah, I got to basically play the entire game with a shiny Pokemon. Which was amazing. But now let me tell you a horror story. So, are you familiar with how the Safari Zone works? Yeah, so I found a shiny Rhyhorn in the Safari Zone, and it was my last ball. And I failed. It was painful. Oh, it was the worst. Yeah, the shiny Rhyhorn was a bright red. No. So yeah, I'm gonna have some Pokemon to trade over here. Ride on these nuts. Crass jokes. Crass jokes. Oh man, I wish they offered Zapdos at a lower level so I could EV it up without having to actually level it up. But that's just trying. Well, I'll say it for you. Oh yeah, in this game I got a level 40 Latias. I could use them both. So yeah, this was the main thing I wanted to show you. But I think with that though, devious laughter. But I think I'm going to end things off here. I just want to say thank you so much for coming to stream. And I appreciate everyone who's come along this journey so much. I'm going to come up with a... I'll come up with an idea for a 300 subscriber stream to do for tomorrow. But then after that, streams will be done for a little while because I want to commit to getting some behind-the-scenes work done. So, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another stream. See you guys next time.